Today we're talking about the game where dinosaurs babysit Italian infants through a pastel-colored fever dream, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, or as I like to call it, the babysitting job from hell. Please, make it stop. But beneath the screaming lies one of the most gorgeous, innovative, and weirdest platformers ever put on a cartridge. Let's flutter jump into it. Released in 1995 on the Super Nintendo, Yoshi's Island had the audacity to follow Super Mario World, aka one of the greatest 2D platformers ever made. And Nintendo said, okay, but what if crayons and babies and an egg-throwing mechanic that breaks your soul? Critics at the time were like, the art is weird, and today we're like, the art is gorgeous. This game is the reason your indie platformer has a scribbly art style. You're welcome. So you play as Yoshi, not Mario, which is already a plot twist. Your mission? Escort baby Mario back to his kidnapped twin brother while being screamed at like you're a substitute teacher on your first day. And no, I am not kidding, that's the actual plot. And when baby Mario floats off in his sad bubble of abandonment, this banshee wail starts and you have seconds to rescue him before, I guess he's adopted by Shy Guys? The core mechanic of the game is tossing eggs. Sounds fun? It is, until you miss. Then it's like a Mario-themed anxiety simulator. Now let's talk about the controls, because Yoshi moves like a mix between a majestic ballet dancer and a terrified ostrich. You don't jump, you hover in constant panic. That flutter jump is like the digital equivalent of a scared dog trying not to fall off the couch. And the egg aiming system? Nintendo really said, hey, what if we gave players a slingshot, but we made it wiggle? It's like trying to throw a dart while riding a unicycle on a trampoline, blindfolded. It's really that bad. And Yoshi's tongue, it's half weapon, half vacuum cleaner. One minute you're slurping up Shy Guys like spaghetti, the next you're accidentally swallowing a key and shooting it out of your butt like a Cadbury egg. I did not sign up for digestive physics. The levels in Yoshi's Island are basically Nintendo saying, what if every level was a test of your reflexes, logic, and emotional stability all at the same time? There are baby-safe intro levels, sure, but then 2 stages later you're dodging homing missiles while holding a key, carrying baby Mario, avoiding spikes, and solving a puzzle. It's like an SAT test with clowns. You are not smarter than a Nintendo level designer. Oh, and the transformations. Because for some reason Yoshi occasionally turns into a helicopter, a submarine, a mole tank. It's like someone snuck WarioWare into the game and dared you to keep up. Do you control well? Not really. Is it chaotic fun? Absolutely. And let's take a second to appreciate the real MVPs of Yoshi's Island, the Shy Guys. They are everywhere. They are legion. They come in planes, cannons, stilts, marching bands. They are the Nintendo equivalent of background radiation. They don't even seem mad about Yoshi, they're just vibing, until you interrupt their little cult dance and then suddenly it's on. Shy Guys are the eldritch beings of the Mario universe. No backstory, no purpose, just endless variety and suffering. Look, I don't know what was in Nintendo's coffee in 1995, but this game is what happens when a children's book illustrator crashes into a hardware engineer and they both say, screw it, let's use crayons. It's not just pretty, it's alive. The backgrounds dance, the enemies wobble, the screen gets weird when you're hit, and it's all very melty brain. In a good way. So we've talked about the art style, but what's truly wild is how varied the world of Yoshi's Island is. You'll go from a cheery meadow to an active volcano in like 2 screens. It's like the island was designed by an art school dropout who got hired by Pixar and really wanted to show off. You think you're in for a chill ride, and then bam, you're fighting demons in a gothic castle while a possessed door tries to eat you. The tonal whiplash is real. Also, there's lava that moves like jello, snow that turns Yoshi into a frozen bowling ball, and one level where a giant chain chomp dive bombs from the sky with 0 warning. This game lulls you into a false sense of safety, then traumatizes you with cartoon violence. It's basically Looney Tunes with consequences. And I can't emphasize enough just how wildly different this game is from the first Super Mario World, which was pretty much just Super Mario 3 but with upgrades. This is like if that game took acid and then the the acid trip that you were on had you taking acid on top of it. It's that crazy. And okay, but like, why is this island so messed up? A weird wizard in a diaper shows up, screams, and kidnaps baby Luigi. He literally throws a tantrum and disappears in a puff of sparkles. In this whole game, it's just Yoshi and a squad of dinos passing baby Mario across an island like some kind of prehistoric custody relay race. They're like, yeah, sure, we'll risk our lives, he's allowed, but he's got protagonist energy. But then there are these little creepy moments, like the background suddenly going dark, or the fact that the final boss fight takes place in space? This isn't just a platformer, this is baby prophecy. Yoshi's Island is actually the Mario universe's origin story / Book of Revelation. And now, let's talk about the bosses, because Yoshi's Island has some of the trippiest, most nightmarish, borderline illegal boss fights in Nintendo history. You fight a giant baby, a pufferfish, a possessed bookshelf. One boss turns into the moon and tries to crush you. Yeah, I'm gonna say that sentence again. There is one boss that literally turns into the moon and then tries to crush you. This game is what happens when you give your art department full creative control and a big bowl of Fruit Loops. And the soundtrack, it totally bangs. It goes from chill beach vibes to techno panic attack in 5 seconds flat. And then there's the infamous touch fuzzy get dizzy level, aka Yoshi's first experience with synthetic mushrooms. Kids played this in 1995 and thought this was normal. It's just crazy. And if you try to 100% this game, collect all the red coins, flowers, and stars, you will lose friends, you will learn hatred, you will see the baby Mario bubble in your sleep. But that sweet 100% screen, that dopamine hit, it's worth it. Probably. I think. Anyway, in conclusion, Yoshi's Island is weird, it's hard, it's loud, it's artsy, and it's one of the most creative platformers Nintendo has ever made. If you've never played it, go grab an SNES Mini emulator or legal time machine and give it a go. Just be ready for the scream. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more reviews of games that look cute but destroy your sanity. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.